So I just wanted to talk about what it's like to be a beginner in the gym and what to expect and what to prepare for if you are a beginner in the gym or you've never been in the gym before. I never really watched YouTube videos until just recently, and I had to do everything on my own. I learned everything by myself. My little brother helped me a little bit get started, but I didn't really have anybody to teach me. I just researched and did trial and error and stuff like that. So the first thing to keep in mind is to come prepared to the gym and to have a plan. I didn't start weightlifting. I always wanted to learn how, but I didn't start for 2 years after I began to become interested in it, because every time I would come to the gym, I would look at the weight section and be crazy intimidated by all of the guys and the girls down there. You know, I have no plan, so I guess I'll just go to the treadmill. I know exactly how you feel, and I'm sorry, and that's why I'm making this video. So, have a plan. Be prepared. Come in with a plan. Figure out what you want to do. Are you going to be working with machines, dumbbells, barbells? Do your research. There are workouts and exercise how-tos on bodybuilding.com. Also, muscleandfitness.com is really good. Those two are probably my favorite websites. There's so much research, so much information, so many really good articles. Even if you search just your question into Google and then right after that put bodybuilding.com, you're gonna find your answer because there's so many answers on that website, everything you need. Also, you could think about downloading a few iPhone apps. I used one that was called the Bodybuilding Bible. I'm not sure if it's still being used or not, but that one was really good for me. It had the figurine of the bicep, tricep, and it had the exercises for each muscle. So anytime that I was working out a certain muscle or I ran out of ideas, I would just pull up the app and click on the muscle group, and it would just have all the exercises listed down for that muscle. I currently do a push-pull leg split. Push-pull meaning push chest, shoulders, pull back and rear delts. And then legs, I do hamstrings, glutes, and quads. And if I am not sore in any part of my leg, I'll do a total leg day. And if I'm sore in one area, then I will work on the other areas, vice versa. So I work my legs every 3 days or every 4 days, depending on if I take a rest day after leg day. I either take a rest day or else just repeat and go back to push, pull, and then legs again. So it's every 3 or 4 days I'm working my legs. They're always sore because I'm, always doing cardio. I do cardio most days of the week, and if you like cardio, that's what I really recommend. I walk up and down hills all day long when I go to class, 2 and 3 days out of the week for several hours. So I probably walk a total of 3 or 4 miles just alone, just walking, on top of, lifting. So I won't do cardio on the days that I walk a lot, and then the days that I don't walk around, that I'm home watching Brett, I will go to the gym and do cardio after I lift. And then for cardio, I usually do 30 to 60 minutes every session. I don't really do 20 or 15 because I feel like I don't even feel anything after, running or walking that long. I feel like it's just kind of useless. I go at least 30 minutes and sometimes more than that. You don't have to do it as much as me, but that's just what I do to keep myself in shape because I'm pretty active. Stay hydrated. This is really, really important, especially for people who are active, who are athletes, lifting weights, doing cardio, everything. Staying hydrated is the most important thing ever for your muscles. It helps you not feel sluggish during the day. A lot of times people who are unhealthy, it's because they don't drink enough water. It's just overall low energy and sluggishness, and I can just tell whenever I'm right now I'm kind of dehydrated. This does not help with dehydration, but it is really good. Coke Zero. It's a Coke or it's soda. We don't call it pop. Not in Texas. So if you are a caffeine junkie like me today, I woke up and I was craving coffee. I'm addicted to caffeine right now. I need to stop. But I was craving coffee, and I ran out of money on my Starbucks gift card. I had a $50 gift card for my birthday, which was a month ago, and it's gone. So I was craving coffee, couldn't get any, so I took a Super HD, and then I took pre-workout, and then I told Gavin to go get me a Monster on the way home from him going to the gym, and then I was like, wait, I've had too much caffeine today. So I texted him back, and I was like, give me a Coke Zero. Because this whole thing has like 57 milligrams of caffeine. That's like 3 times less caffeine than Super HD. Learn something new every day. So my point was about caffeine junkies. If you are like me, I feel bad for you. It sucks. Caffeine is not the best thing in the world. But you really need to drink water because caffeine really dehydrates you. So if you're drinking a lot of pre-workout especially, or taking fat burners, thermogenics, Super HD, etc., you need to drink a lot of water to balance that out. Do you eat before and after you work out? Well, you need to wait, I'd say 30 to 60 minutes before you work out and eat not a huge meal, something small and light and balanced, something with a little bit of protein and mainly carbs. Protein sources could be chicken, could be lean ground turkey breast. I like to add some spinach to add some volume and micronutrients. Also, protein powder is really good because it contains a lot of protein that is easily digestible, so your muscles don't get fatigued during your workout. You will have protein. And Greek yogurt is also a really good choice if you aren't really sensitive to dairy. For carbs, you need to have carbs be the majority or at least half of what you're eating pre-workout, and it can be either oatmeal, brown rice, whole wheat toast with fruit, whole wheat toast with sugar-free jam or sugar jam, whatever. Toast with peanut butter and honey, that's another good one. You could have like a banana with peanut butter, apple with peanut butter. Peanut butter is life. So is almond butter. One time my friend made me a jar of almond butter, and like a 16-ounce like mason jar, and it's Lana, if y'all know Lana West. But she made it for me like a couple years back whenever we were first friends, and I ate it within 4 days. It was gone. You can eat right after you work out, and it doesn't really matter what you eat. You can eat fat, you can eat carbs, you can eat protein, but you need to eat still a little bit of carbs and protein to replenish your glycogen stores and revitalize your muscles with the protein. If you're wondering what to bring to the gym, I don't bring a gym bag. I used to, but our gym has really stupid rules and they don't let us bring gym bags, or they do, but they make you put them up in a locker, which is retarded because you have to put a lock because Texas State is crazy. There's way too many people. Anywho, I don't bring a gym bag anymore, and I don't wear gloves. I only bring straps, those weightlifting straps. They're like $8 off bodybuilding.com. I got them for my birthday one time, but they are really good for heavy lifting, such as on back day and leg days when you are hitting your hamstrings and you do like deadlifts with a barbell, because it kind of takes the tension off of your grip and all onto your hamstrings and glutes to pick up the weight. So those straps really help me with lifting like deadlift style, like rack pulls and dumbbell rows. You may not have those issues. You may have really strong grips, so or you may not do those types of exercises, so you may not need weightlifting straps, but I bring my straps if I'm going to be using them that day. And I also bring a water bottle with Alpha Aminos by Cellucorp. It's really good. I like the blue raspberry, and of course you can use my code and get 25% off. One of the last few things that I want to bring about is to have good form when you perform your exercises. This means not to be concerned about how much weight that you're pulling or pushing or squatting. Get your form down and then be concerned, because if you have bad form, then you're going to be like getting injured, which is what happened to me before. You won't be able to build muscle if you have bad form, and if you're jerking heavy weight because your muscle isn't going to be the only one pulling it, because it's physically not possible for your one muscle to lift all that weight or squat all that weight. You're going to be using your back to squat. You know, just have good form, master your technique, and practice first. Like, practice with just your body. Have good form and then start slowly adding weight, and make sure that you drop your ego and don't lift super heavy unless you're just like, I don't care, I just want to try it out. That's cool. Just don't do it all the time, because you're never going to grow. Your muscles don't grow by lifting heavy like that all the time. And the last thing is to just focus on yourself. This is the hardest thing probably for everyone, including me. I always have to remind myself to do this, and right now it's kind of reminding me. When you go into the gym, no one really cares about what you're doing, I swear, because like, I don't really care about what other people are doing, and I know other people don't care about what I'm doing, usually. If you go see that every squat rack is taken, and you have like a plan, you're like, oh man, I'm not going to work out today, or I'm just going to go to the bathroom and wait it out, like, or, you know, there's a T-bar over there and I don't know how to set it up, but I don't want to ask someone, you know. Don't worry about what everyone thinks. Like, I'm sure people would love to help you. People know that you're new. And if you're worried about if you can't like lift heavy and what others are going to think about that, like, oh my gosh, she's new. Don't worry about that either, because lots of times there are people who can lift heavy and they still lift light weights. You know, maybe they're injured at the time. Everyone has like a story or something that they're going through, so don't let people judge you, because I mean, if they do, then that's their loss. Alright, so that about wraps up the video. If you thought that this video helped you out, give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I will see you around next time. Now I'm gonna fold some clothes and wait for Brett to wake up. This is on a tripod, by the way, but it looks like a selfie stick. Okay.